Morning. 31st of August 2022. So, I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective, and without you this doesn't work. Astro DJ is blowing his own trumpet today because he didn't actually give me the song, but I know that's what he means. But he tried to get in on the act because he gave me a film I remember seeing because it was proper, it was a proper psychological thriller. So people playing nasty games, really, with Clint Eastwood, and it was called Play Misty for Me. The song is Misty. So this could have something to do, I don't know, you may know a DJ that's playing psychological games with you or you with them. It could be as simple as that. It could be obsessions, toxic situations. It could be the song that means something to you. It could be the singer, but many singers have covered it. So I will see who originally did it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's it. And anything I write down, could names, dates, etc., could be important. Like the way somebody passed, or the date they passed, the birthdays, addresses, etc. All numbers and stuff in there are important. But it is about also somebody not being where they're meant to be, which seems to be important, because to solve this, for this thriller to come to a conclusion, the DJ has to pre-record his show so that he can be in two places at once. So that may have some sort of meaning for somebody, trying to be in two places at once, or needing to be in two places at once. So let's see, because this is interesting to me. It does sometimes give me films, but more often it's songs. So Play Misty for Me, or the song Misty. Let's see. Today's card is the Emperor. It's the Aries energy. I don't know where it's in the chart. I will try and post I try to remember, but I don't always get there. The current astrological chart on my Facebook page, so you can see what relevance the charts have. It may match up with the read in some way. So Aries is government officials, bosses, father figures, the divine masculine, the man in your life, Father Sky. It's presenting yourself well, it's new beginnings, it's making a success of things. We all have masculine and feminine within us. So it's about the masculine traits of your personality. Oh, it's quite far off. So it's not urgent, but they want you to know about it. So, injuries to the head and face, that may be how someone passed who you're trying to connect with. It may be something you've got to watch out for. Could be as simple as cutting yourself shaving in the morning. It's about needing a haircut, needing to get up, make your bed, get a wash, stop feeling sorry for yourself, having self-esteem, because the way you present yourself to the world is massively important right now, and for your mental and physical well-being. So you are you've been trapped in your own mind. You've made a prison for yourself in your own mind. And there is a way out, you just choose not to take it because these ropes are not tied. That blindfold is not tight. Those swords are not stopping you doing anything. You can stand up at any time. You choose not to. So you're trapping yourself. And the ego sees your life from a higher plane, that spirit. It sees your life from start to finish. They see the bigger picture. And you're not seeing it. The eagle, is that a Native American? Pretty sure it is. Yeah. And that is exactly Aries energy. The period for Aries. So we also have Capricorn energy. No longer being used, breaking the shackles from the promises or contracts that you've signed, or just your own shackles that you've put on yourself to conform, because it's how others see you, and you feel that others are not seeing you in a good light. So you need to break those shackles and rise like the lotus flower from the muck of the swamp. No longer caring what other people think, no longer trying to keep up with the Joneses. Freeing yourself from a toxic situation, which is what the song was about, the 15. And then there'll be success. Victory, the victory dance, the homecoming parade. But there is a loss of friendship, a loss of belief in yourself and others, an end to study. Perhaps some of you are finishing a university course and not knowing where to go next, not having enough confidence or self-esteem to, you maybe had a few knockbacks from jobs and stuff. It's a loss of faith in yourself and others, religion even, questioning your upbringing and everything you ever believed to be true. Rebellion. The child holds the key. That could be an actual child, or it could be your inner child, your ego. Has your ego had a knock and now you're feeling sorry for yourself? You need to get over that. Go back and visit that little child, wherever that damage was done, and tell him it's all going to be okay. Because if not, you're stuck in a codependent situation, somewhere you don't want to be, but you have to because of financial or emotional concerns. Mind games, what did I say? Psychological thriller it was. Somebody's lying or thieving, deceiving, trying to keep you in this mental prison so that you do not see clearly what's going on. So 1 week to 8 weeks, or 9 years, or 6 days, either way, it's something here. There's been some sort of confusion that's kept you in a dark place. So Capricorn is positive, Taurus is negative. Somebody's not speaking the truth and it's causing the throat chakra to close. There may be issues possibly with somebody who's passed through the throat. So it could be throat cancer, obviously, or unable to eat at the end because of obstructions. I wouldn't say it's to do with the lungs, it is just to do with the throat. So there's some sort of restriction to the throat. Let's see. So finances aren't that good, but that's a given at the minute, isn't it? So saying that, anybody would say that, but it is in the cards. So codependency on others, that's not a good thing. You need to be as financially independent as possible, with as much cash as possible. Rebel against the establishment. Don't, pretty much is what you see, go do the opposite. What you see on the mainstream media, do the opposite, because it's all psychological. If you stay positive, which you're not, you will and can achieve miracles. This is something or someone new entering your life, possibly. They may work with blades, discs, cups or wood. Can be anything from a hairdresser to a surgeon. Working with cash or computer discs, it makes no difference. It's also Gemini energy, which is positive. Siblings, communications, above all. 1st or the 28th. And again, Gemini. So Gemini is a really strong energy. We need to look where that is in the chart. It's about communications more than anything, and Mercury. It's a choice. Make the right choice for you. This new thing or person could be somebody who wears many hats, is many things to many people. It may literally be somebody that enjoys hats, they wear hats. It's also the fight, flight, freeze mode, having to survive in the past. You're coming out of the cold now, you don't have to survive anymore. Make the right choices for you. Your shadow and your light sides both must be out in the open. 6 or 24 is positive. We've got a lot of major arcanas in this read, so it's important. The passing, the death, brings about an ending. So usually when there's a death, there's a birth. It is coming out of your comfort zone. It's about coming out the chrysalis and transforming from the caterpillar to the butterfly, earning your wings. That could actually mean that somebody has actually chosen it. Now is the time to go. It also sometimes is not wanting to profit from somebody else's loss, but you will. It's shedding a skin, transforming your energy. Scorpio, which is reproductive organs and shared resources. So 13 is positive. Oh, I've got, this is unheard of. So it's a massive thing. I don't know what it is, but it's a massive thing. Libra, now mentioned. It's any medical matters then to do with the hands, arms, shoulders, the reproductive organs, the colon, the prostate, impotence problems will be healed. The throat seems not to be. Bones and teeth will be healed. The 11 is positive energy, justice and fairness. Again, that 15, we've got it twice, so it's massively important. The 15th, coming out of a toxic situation. Don't sign anything. Break the shackles that are holding you back. Shed that skin. Capricorn. 5 of Wands, it's going to cause conflict and competition, but you are more than able to stand up to it. Heartache, sorrow, loss, so the heart as well, minor surgery, separation, something coming between you and what you want. That's over. Children again is mentioned. Childhood memories, nostalgia, someone coming back from the past, very cliche, but it could, with Mercury involved, Mercury retrograde. It's fond memories, childhood, children, 6 months. So massive amount of major arcanas. Capricorn, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, mentioned twice. Capricorn, mentioned twice. Taurus is negative. Yeah, a nightmare situation that you've dedicated yourself to for some reason, an obsession, it seems. The tower must fall. God, we've got it all now, haven't we? So 15, 16. Again, those numbers keep coming up, don't they? Let it fall where it will, because it's a blessing in disguise. It will be a shock or a very passionate moment in time, but it could be loss of home, job, electrical and water problems. We know that's an issue now, don't we? And they keep banging on about it, so but let it fall where it may. This may be child abuse in the past, problems with children, a return, issues with somebody returning, could be negative. And they're severing ties. And the play mystiforme was of an obsessive female looking for revenge. So this is somebody, but it could also be a widow if your partner has passed and you're very bitter about it, and their birthday or the passing date is in here. They are sending you love. But if you are seeking revenge, it will only come back on you. Justice will be served in the right way. And if you're going looking for trouble, it will come back on you. So be careful there. Aquarius energy, dimming your light to fit in. Yeah, we're at the dark night of the soul. Don't sell your soul to the devil, because as I put on my Facebook page, the devil comes in many forms and it's never how you expect it. They will be dressed up as exactly what you want, and to tempt you to change course. You have to go on the path less travelled, and it may mean a house move or the loss of a home. There is problems within the home, repairs at the very least, or issues, family issues. There is no warmth in this hearth, and you need to release and let go of the stubbornness, your control over things, the old way of doing things. Trying to keep the wolf from the door isn't going to work because it's coming anyway. So you're just going to have to let it in and see where we go from there. This isn't going to be easy. It will be a heavy burden. So, from the wound you will heal, the number 8. Chiron, the wounded healer, which is a Hierophant, the centaur. The wound is the place where the light will enter. So wherever you are hurt, heartbroken, damaged, the healing is taking place. And it must take place before you can deal with this matter. Chiron is the Greek word for man-horse, so the year of the horse could be important. It's one of the wisest creatures, the wounded healer and self-enlightened shaman. He was wounded in the flank and was almost crippled, so someone may have, or may have had, if they're in spirit, an injury to the leg. Either visible or not so visible, a scar of some sort, but was rehabilitated from his wound and sickness to pursue the healing arts through the guidance of Apollo. So we always say, don't we, the number 11, the moon landings, the Apollo, there's a pub near me, there's a street near me, it is Buzz Aldridge and Neil Armstrong, so any of those names could be important. All or part. It's the god of light, a bridge between animal and human, the wisdom that lies in both forms. It links the mundane to the extraordinary. The heavenly body takes on a journey through our darkness where we pass through to the next side with strength we didn't realise we had till we entered that black place, which is the dark night of the soul. Chiron has relationships with 2 astrological signs of Virgo, which we haven't got here, and Sagittarius, which we haven't got here. It lords over matters of health, illness and disease, so the throat, like I said, and all the others that I mentioned. And especially how they relate to our personal journey through life, because one must see darkness before they see the light. One must experience sickness before lasting health. Chiron also represents the resurrection, so has some relationship to the Christ figure or the wounded healer, which is number 12, the Hanged Man. So that the restriction to the throat could be someone who passed through hanging, mental illness because of the low self-esteem, the 5 and 23. This card is a card of great transformation, which is a Scorpio card. Therefore, in many ways, you are rising from the swamp. What did I say? Rising from the swamp like the lotus flower. There we are, the muck of the swamp. Chiron's energy says that once we are able to heal ourselves, we can take that gift and learn how to restore others. We can mend our wounds when we embrace the process and understand the gift of illness or dysfunction. Chiron is an expert in alchemy. There's the alchemist. The medical matters, maybe. Which gives us the ability to transform the mundane into the marvellous and making miracles happen. It's a blending of energies with Saturn and Uranus, meaning we don't just throw out the old. There is a wisdom there, but you should also embrace the bold and the new. In keeping with this, Chiron also governs quantum physics, medicine, and astrology. So look at the astrological chart when these signs are all together. When this card turns up in a reading, it can indicate health matters or that issues of a medical nature will be of a concern. This matter may have to do with health concerns, especially any emotional healing that is needed. Like I said, get up, get washed, get dressed, make your bed. That's an achievement for the day. Stop putting too many burdens on yourself. At this time, you may find yourself visiting or having interactions with health facilities or any place that has to do with healing of the body, mind, or spirit. This is also a time of teaching and learning. So there's problems there with teaching, learning, schools, universities, etc. And there is talk, isn't there, of shutting them down because of these crises now we're facing. Certain sorrows of the deep past may resurface. What did we say about childhood? Things coming back. 6 of Cups in reverse. So issues that need to be addressed from the past. Be careful that you don't repeat the same patterns. These will tend to resurface unless faced directly, and if not faced, that pain will only continue. This is an awakening time where you can resolve things. The symbol of Chiron is a key, and this key says that you have the key to open the right doors at your asking. But to do this, you will have to work with the wounded or downtrodden in some way. So if this is true, it is now time for you to save yourself and others. What did I say? The Hanged Man. So somebody may have hung themselves. Healing process, contemplation, medicine, illness, grief, redemption. So making recompense for whatever you feel that you part you played in this. Justice will be served. She of the Woods, the number 19, peace, connection, and the home life. And what do we say? The home life is not in a good place, either because of repairs or because of the family unit. There's not a warm hearth at the minute, and for a lot of us there won't be this winter. So 19. I think we've had this one before, I'm not sure though. She of the Woods. When she reached out her senses, she realised she was not separate from nature. She is nature. When she slowed down and took a break, she realised she could find peace, because peace needed to come from within. So that mental prison that you've put yourself in, coming out of it will bring you peace. don't let things get into your head. Because peace is needed to come from within her. She taps into source energy by taking time out for herself, taking time to slow down, tune out, but tuning in and understanding she is connected to everything. Nature moves at a slow pace, and so should we. It is not an easy thing in the current world we live in, but an increasingly necessary practice. We do a lot of reading about practices, but we don't do a lot of actual work, performing the ceremonies, meditating, walking in nature, stopping to just be. It's important more than ever to do the work. Put down your phone, speak to nature, ask nature to teach you, to guide you. We must find our way back to balance, peace and rest. Have you made a connection to where you live and the property that you reside on, or the surrounding area in which you call home? Have you asked the spirits of the place to show you how you can honour the land? A beautiful practice to start on could be simple as asking this question. When can you connect on or around your land and work with the nature spirits? Really take notice of where nature is growing and what animals live near you and what insects come across your path, because these are your animal terms. Put it into Google and it will tell you what the messages are that they're trying to give you. All have wisdom and they can share with you and help with your connection and finding your place of belonging. Someone needs to feel they belong. So, very interesting read. I loved that. A lot of major arcanas, a lot. I knew the energy was strong, but it's getting stronger, so there's a lot going on. So religion, government officials, bosses, all in the negative. It fits, doesn't it? Success, feeling no success, feeling a lack with the material, not speaking your truth about the material. Because of your low self-esteem, not wanting to admit to others. It doesn't matter what other people think. And you will see the true colours of people when you're honest. So, opportunity knocks, unfurl like a fern, even without the warm sunlight. So no matter what, you don't dim your light. They said, if you knock on enough doors, opportunities will arrive. Clearing, make room for the growth. So whatever's leaving your life is making room for something better and new to come in. So an ending and a new beginning, a transformation of your life. Shedding the old. Oh, and there it is. The Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes. Now, Pele is very much like the Scorpio card, because Scorpio is the only water sign that believes it is a fire sign. So if you get a chance to watch Play Misty for Me, I do recommend it, because it seems to have stuck in my head. So it had me gripped. I don't know how old I was, man, but yeah, it will give you an insight into the sort of situation that you may be in, trapped or feeling trapped as if there's nothing you can do, but he found a way. Sometimes she assumes the guise of an old woman sleeping with her flames under control around her, and other times she can ride her flaming chariot down the volcano intent on vengeance. There's the woman scorned. So she could be a fire sign, cusper, Cancer even. Eruptions, jealousies, physical danger, fire, belly and womb. Drawing the Pele card means you can expect eruptions of feelings or danger in the environment. So what did I say about 16 eruptions, fire, water issues, massive arguments, Treat the element of fire with great respect. It also means an increase in energy of the intense type, such as needed by a woman in the womb center to give birth to a child. So if someone's passed and you are carrying and it was a devastating blow, know that they know about this baby. If you thought they didn't, they do. So it's that physical energy, and women will know when you're in childbirth, just before the final moments, you think you can't go on. And from somewhere you find that extra strength, that extra push, and that's what Spirit is saying to you. That's what we need to do. We know it's been hard, but now we've got to find that extra push. Stay strong. Focus your attention deep down in the center of your body, the center of the volcano, and ask yourself, what is it that you really need in your life? And then manifest it. Massively important read today, I think. Someone is very low, so don't dismiss anyone, because we know by Robin Williams that people can seem happy when they're not. This is a hard time for everybody, so look to your friends, because you never know when somebody may decide to take their own lives. This is a time where we have to help each other. Cleanse the energy, and let's use the dice, because that was a bit dark bit and I don't want it to affect. Yes, Gemini energy. So that was, we had that twice with the Magician and the Choice, the Lovers. 11th house of Libra, so justice will be served. Even if people think they've got away with it, they haven't. Justice is coming. So don't try and mete out revenge yourself. Justice will be served how it should be. I can find my Justice card. It's there somewhere. There it is. So, communication, justice, and the moon. 11th house is Aquarius, which is the woman scorned. So we've got to watch out for that. Dimming the light. Somebody's dimming the light, if not the woman scorned, or a widow, or a divorcee. Somebody who's not thinking clearly because something's obviously pushed them over the edge. So have compassion with whoever this is. So getting out there, socialising. Don't stay in and get these on a Wednesday. Sneeze for a letter. Communication, like I said. It's possible issues with the legs and ankles, the feet and toes, social and tribal gatherings, the workplace, the colour deep yellow, group activities, society, friends, hopes, wishes, aspirations, and a social consciousness. So not just thinking about, I'm all right, Jack, pull up the ladder. We're all in this together. The moon in Gemini. Emotionally facile and fickle, flexible, moody and intuitive. The moon in Gemini rationalizes feelings, represses emotions, and needs and dislikes routine, and does several things at once. So again, trying to be everything to everybody. Don't do that. You have to self-preserve your energy so that you don't go into that downward spiral of depression. Don't repress your emotions, because they will come out eventually in a massive explosion. So just don't let yourself be pushed to the edge. It's scary. Yeah, it's very scary. So thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.